We are outside of the White Eagle. It's sun is just setting on Sunday, and we have been boothing Punk Rock Flea Market, and this is going to serve as the intro to our interview with Al Griggs, Kool Kojak, the director of the Wings Over Wistah commercial that we talked about last episode, and we find out in real time in this interview we did the other day, way fucking more than that. Like, so much more than that. And we had no idea, and we were such assholes in the beginning. Like, even just a little bit of prep, and we would have known that this is a very, very serious and accomplished musician.
Yeah, we could have done what I did while Bill was talking on the interview and Google his artist name, which we knew because it's the one he emailed us from. And we could have seen that his body of work spans decades, and that he has worked with some of the biggest artists in the world. Has done compositions and production for some of the biggest movies you've seen in the last 20 years. Like, actually, a really, just little ditties like The Hangover and, you know, the Spider-Verse movie and stuff. It turns out he's a no-shit, real, legit artist. And we had no idea. But you're going to get to find that out with us as you listen to this crazy interview. And, man, you are really in for a treat.
Little word on how this came about is, we did the episode. We were talking about Wings Over Wistah commercial. Haha, so funny. And then on the council stream, Wall Street Council Theater 3000, I was like, guys, you got to watch this commercial. And then Brendan Milliken was like, oh, shit, I know that fucking commercial. I know that guy. I'll email him right now. And he just emailed him and was like, hey, these guys, he said a new generation has discovered the joys of the Wings Over Wistah commercial. And it's true, because I have discovered it and I loved it. So I just sent him an email, and the guy Al was real cool. He was just like, yeah, I'll talk whenever. So he just hopped on the phone. And if I had known that this was going to be such a good interview, I probably would have said, hey, can we do a Zoom? Can you get a nice microphone, something, maybe set it up a little better. So what you're going to hear is a very much a recorded phone call conversation, but I think that kind of adds to the charm. Yeah,
I mean, I think if impeccable, consistent audio is what you're looking for, you probably stopped listening to this podcast a long time ago. So
yeah, we're avant-garde.
Yeah, we're avant-garde.
In terms of our audio production, we're pretty much avant-garde.
Exactly. It's sort of a Pablo Picasso situation.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's like it took us 30 years to get this bad at audio.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Yeah. So let's just roll the tape because it's too good.
Roll the tape. You're gonna love this.
Again, of Wistah is what, you think you're better than me?
Oh, fucking totally, kid. That's so true.
All right, cool. I'm calling Chris now. Oh shit. I go to add the oppression of this call, it just puts you on hold. I feel stupid.
Right, then you gotta hit merge.
All right, I think we're merged.
Yeah. All right.
We're merged. Al, this is Chris.
What's up, Chris?
Hey, what's going on, Al?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Doing all right. Big fan of your work, needless to say.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Like what? What work are you talking about?
Well, the only work I know about, which is the Wings Over commercial.
Oh, sick. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So at our episode last week, we spent probably 20 minutes talking about that. It was we watched that video and we were just like, man, this is, Worcester used to be a proper city. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh man, what a fucking place, Worcester, Mass.
So
I guess it was a proper city. I guess so.
I don't know. So Alf, I don't know anything about you at all. Actually, it turns out. What is your last name?
Are we on the air?
We can be. We can not be. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
If you don't want to say your last name publicly, that's fine.
No, my real full name is Alan Grigg.
Alan Grigg.
But most people either call me Al or Ali Bombs or Kool Kojak. A lot of people call me that.
All right. And Kool Kojak.
Kind of an artist name.
Ali Bombs. Cool, man.
Yeah.
So our friend Brendan, we were talking. We do a stream where we watch the city council meetings and make fun of them. And I was talking about like, oh, me and Chris, we just watched this like super awesome Wings Over Worcester video, and he's like, oh, I know that guy. And 2 days later, here we are. So that's pretty cool. How do you know Brendan?
Oh, fucking Wistah. We grew up together. He used to buy Ritalin from me in like the 80s.
Sick. That's awesome. When did you leave Wistah?
I left Wistah, I graduated high school from Doherty in 1990, and then I went to UMass, and then I moved to New York City, and then Brazil, and then came back to Wistah in 2005.
Okay.
I had a huge #1 record in Brazil in 2000.
All right.
And my band, we played Rock in Rio, and we toured the whole country, and it was fucking crazy.
Oh,
and
sick.
Our album that I made, I produced it and wrote the songs. It was bootlegged. It was the days of CDs.
Yeah, right.
And Brazil was pretty much the capital of fucking piracy in the world. And our album sold 16 million copies bootleg.
Whoa. All
in
piracy.
Brazil.
How many did it sell legit?
Legit, we sold a couple million. So
Okay.
I have gold, platinum in Brazil is 250,000, and so we were 8 times platinum or something like that.
Damn, that's crazy. So, excuse my ignorance, but what band is this?
This band that I'm talking about is called Supla Zoo.
Okay.
I've been in lots of bands, so they're really popular in Brazil. A lot of Brazilians, and there's a lot of Brazilians in Worcester. If you tell them, Supla, they'll know exactly who you're talking about.
Oh,
they might not like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. I am sorry to interrupt. I am just looking at your discography under Kool Kojak, and I had no idea that the Wings Over Worcester commercial is actually a very small part of a body of work that you have done that is actually worldwide legit kind of stuff. I want to ask you a question at some point about your work on the Spirit of Apollo album by NASA, which is one of my favorite albums that no one's ever heard of.
Oh, shit. Fuck yeah.
Well, hey, might as well do it now.
Sick, that's rad, dude. Yeah, that album, we made it in 2009, I guess. Mm-hmm. There's a Wistah connection on it, too. So, my homeboys, Sam and Zeh, created a group called NASA, and I've known Zeh from Brazil, from my days in Brazil. He's a DJ. Started out in a band called Planet Hemp, and Planet Hemp was they're kind of funk rock band in Brazil, and they were pro marijuana in the 90s when shit was hella illegal. And they all went to jail for smoking weed on stage.
No shit.
Yeah.
The cops arrested him after the show?
During the show.
The show?
Came on stage and fucking pulled them off the stage.
Dude.
In Brasilia, the capital of Brazil.
Damn.
Yeah, 1999.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bill, for your edification, I'll just tell you, I don't remember how I came upon this album. It just popped into my world somehow. I may have just seen a recommendation for it somewhere, but this album, the guest stars on this album are ridiculous. I'm going to name a few of a lot of them. On this album, you've got David Byrne, Charlie Tuna's on this album, Chuck D, Method Man, E40, John Frusciante, KRS-One, Tom Waits is on this album, Santa Gold's on this album, George Clinton is on this album, MIA, Del the Funky Homo Sapien, Ghostface. One of my favorite tracks from this album is a posthumous performance from Old Dirty Bastard. I could go on and on and on. But it's an incredible album.
So you basically were just like, yeah, can I get everyone cool from the 90s on this?
That was pretty much it, yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
think they had this huge bag of cash that they just kept stuffing like $5,000, $7,000 into a fucking paper bag, and when the rappers would show up, just hit them off with the fucking paper bag, and they would sign and then rap and then leave.
Dude, that's so cool. Shit. So
it was rad. I did a couple of songs on that album. There's one song where I rap on it, and I'm the featured artist on that one.
Which one is that?
It's called O Pato, which means the duck in Portuguese. And it has a sick video if you look it up. Like Brazil, when I was there, I was like, yo, their visual artists were like fucking worlds beyond any shit I'd seen. And I was coming from New York. And like these visual like animators and stuff, so sick, man. They're the best websites. I love websites. Do you guys like websites?
Dude, I love websites. Like an old Angel Fire style website, dude.
Angel Fire.
I've been wanting to make one of those for the newsletter for a while.
Oh, get it going.
Yeah, dude. Like with the text that like flips and does the 360. You know what I'm talking about?
HTML.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
But I'm not. But I'm serious. So like, if you look at the video to this song, "Opato" by Massa, it's all like this dude took cockroaches and animated dancing cockroaches, and like the cockroach dances like Michael Jackson, and it's fucking sick, dude.
Yeah,
it's sick.
I'm looking that up right after we hang up. Trust me.
Word.
Yeah, I'm remembering. I don't remember if I've seen the video for that one. The one that I vividly remember the video from this album was Way Down, which is the one with John Frusciante and RZA. And the video for that is this crazy animated. It's like a gang war between pigeons.
Right.
It's really, really cool. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So that album was pretty sick, man. I think it was like 2007. It might have been around the same time, 2007, that album got made, right? Or a little later. I don't remember.
It was released in 2009, but it would make sense if it was recorded. It looks like it was recorded. I'm looking at Wikipedia as opposed to the person I have on the phone who worked on it. But it says it was recorded. It says it was recorded over the span of 5 years between 2004 and 2009, which also helps me understand for the first time something that I never understood, which is how ODB was on this album with a track that is clearly, a verse that is clearly recorded for the track, but came out after he died. So that makes sense. Yeah.
Huh.
There was even records that we did that didn't come out. I did a record with Rakim that didn't make it. Oh my God, that was so funny, dude. Rakim is fucking awesome. He's like the coolest, nicest dude. And he showed up. We were in New York City, and he showed up to the studio with like his boys, right? And there was like 4 or 5 dudes. And Rakim notoriously never admitted that he smokes weed, right? And so I was like, do you even smoke weed? And he pulled out like a huge blunt, and I was like, oh shit, I'm smoking weed with Rakim. And we got super high, and his boys all went to Long John Silver's in New Jersey. They drove to New Jersey to go to this fast food fish restaurant. And they came back with like 45 paper bags full of like all types of fried fish and shrimp and
Dude,
and they
fucking
fucking they were so gassed on it because they're like, "Yo, we're near the Holland Tunnel," and I was like, "What? You guys are going to New Jersey? Like what?" And they ate so much fried fish, and then they all passed out. And they came back into the lounge, and like there was this like Long John Silver's bags everywhere, and like 5 sleeping dudes. I was like, "What is happening right now?" But yeah, that album was so cool. Like we went to Sweden to record Lika Lee on the track with Kanye, and I did the production on that record, and I think there was a couple others on there that I was a part of.
Damn.
But yeah, it was super cool and super fun, and very just like exciting. Like you never know who's coming through with my boy Sam's studio in Crack Alley in Hollywood. It's like some crazy shit, dog. So but that was around the same time that I made that commercial.
Yeah, I know. I was just about to say, amid all of that, me and Chris were talking, and we just want you to like paint the scene about how this came to be. You know what I mean?
Well, you're in for a fucking treat because there's a story to this video that has not really been told too many times. That's a fucking bug out.
No way.
So at the time, I lived in Kelly Square.
Yeah.
I lived at the Hotel Vernon, and I was shooting a documentary about the Hotel Vernon,
mm-hmm.
and it was kind of wild. Like when I first showed up there, I mean, this is a whole nother story, but the Vernon was like fucking wild as shit. And the first time I was, because I knew about that place since I was a kid. We used to go to Maurice the Pants Man, which was right across the street on Kelly Square,
mm-hmm.
to get pants and shit. I was in the Husky section. And one time there was like a brawl with like a bunch of bikers rolled up, and we were just trying to get corduroys, and these fucking bikers were like pounding the shit out of each other on Millbury Street, like right front, and like one of them fell on my mom's car. So I was like horrified. I was always scared of that place. As like a dungeon of fucking filth,
Right.
And right I was. But anyways, we were gonna do we did a benefit show there, and Richie Scales was like, "We'll do it at the Hotel Vernon. They have a cool room." And I was like, "I'm not fucking going in there."
The ship room we started.
And then So like we finally went down, and it was check day. Right, so I walk in the bar and it's like 11 in the morning, and there's a like fucking rollicking party of like a bunch of old, people on disability and people, like who lived in the hotel, and everybody's just like, just got their checks, and they're getting fucked up, and I was like, what the hell is this? So needless to say, I moved in not long after that. So we were doing some benefit shows back then, because I started this band. We played acoustic AC/DC songs.
Sick.
And I can't remember the fucking name of the band, but it was something like Thunder Chief or some shit like that. And we did a show at the fucking the Greyhound on Kelly Square.
Dude, I don't even know that one.
It was an Irish bar.
Rest in peace to the Greyhound. Great rugby bar. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And Derby. We used to watch the fucking all the horse races in there. Because my boy Rico, rest in peace, used to play the ponies all the time. So anytime, and Nico. So anytime Nico and Rico would call me if there was a horse race, we'd go over there.
Sick.
There was a book. Sorry, I can't say that. There was a bookmaker. I can't say who it was, but I already said his name. But anyway,
I can edit it out. I'll edit it out.
No, leave it in.
All right, okay. All right.
I didn't say which Paul, but Paul he used to book. The owner.
Mm-hmm.
Beep. So anyways, we played, it was me and MCPCP and Porky. And Porky, I mean, dude, I never saw such blatant disregard for fucking any type of laws than when Pork Dizzle came through he'd come to the Vernon, and he knew he'd be like, does anybody want Coke? And he would just like hold up bags of cocaine. And I was like, dude, you can't fucking do that. He'd be like, I don't fucking care. You want fucking Coke? I'm like, bro, stop. And so he's just like, and he's super flagrant, right? With whatever drugs and, whatever. So anyways, and he's the guitar player in our band. So we finished the gig, and Paul was like giving us free drinks because it's a benefit show. And they just opened Wings Over Worcester down the street. So we're like, oh, fucking, let's go check out that fucking chicken spot, the chicken place. Hell yeah, dude, let's go. We're all tanked up. And we bumble in there, and, whatever, we get some wings. They're fucking good. It was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good. Porky rolled up a huge blunt in the restaurant and fucking lit it up. So all of a sudden, we're fucking smoking a blunt, and like not a pin joint. This thing is a fucking hooter. And I can guarantee you that because there's a video of this on the internet. So we're fucking blazing, and we're like 3/4 through this blunt. We're just fucking tore up, right?
Yeah.
And finally, the gal from behind the counter, she comes out. She's like, "Are you fucking serious? You're smoking a fucking blunt in my restaurant?" And Porky's like, "Hell yeah!" And she's like, "You gotta get out of here!" Blah blah blah. So we're like fucking laughing. At that point, we already finished the blunt, so we go outside and we're laughing and shit. And I had videoed the whole thing. And now this is 2006 or 7, right? So I had like a little point and shoot digital camera that shot video.
Oh, okay.
And I shot the whole episode of us smoking a blunt in Wings Over Worcester, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then in the video you can hear me say, "Yo, this shit's gonna be on YouTube." So then we go to MCPCP's apartment and we make a song. We wrote a song called "Weed Over Wistah."
Oh my God, Weed
and
Over
you can find
Wistah?
this on Weed Over Wistah. So we're like, and then I put the song to the video and put it online. And we were like, ha, 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 ha. And then now it's like 4 a.m, right? But we did all that shit in one night. We played the benefit show.
Yeah.
We fucking smoked the blunt in Wings Over Worcester, got kicked out, fucking wrote the song, put the video with the song on YouTube.
It was on YouTube that night?
Yep.
Dude, that's so...
Or within the next day.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. What did you... I'm a gear nerd. What did you use to record that song? Do you remember? Like what were the instruments on that?
Oh, well, Weed Over Worcester and the Wings Over Worcester song are almost the same song.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah. So basically, because, let me just tell you this. Then the managers of Wings Over Worcester, somehow, I think Porky went in there and told them about Weed Over Worcester, and they saw it. They watched it. They were one of the first views, and they freaked out. And they're like, "We can't have this. We can't have this on YouTube. Like, what if people see this? They're gonna think you gotta take that shit down." And I was like, "I'm not taking that shit down." And they're like, "Well, you gotta take it down. We'll pay you." And I was like, "Oh, you'll pay me?"
Yeah, to take it
and
down.
I was like, "How about this? Pay us to make a fucking commercial for Wings Over Worcester."
Shit. Dude,
that's
how it happened? Oh my God.
So then I'm like, "Yo, we gotta fucking, now we're shooting a commercial." They gave me a check. It was like, $1,000 or something. I was like, I was scrounging in those days, heartily scrounging. So like $1,000 was fucking, that was a payday. So I'm like, "Yo, we gotta fucking get the cameras." I need 2 or 3 cameras. We're going to get people. Porky's like, "I'll get everybody there." Porky made flyers. He went to every bar at 12:45 or whatever, right before 1:45 in the morning, right when everyone's getting kicked out. And he'd hand out flyers. "Yo, free wings at Wings Over Worcester tomorrow night, blah, blah." There was like fucking 200 people there.
No shit.
Waiting for free wings. So we're pre-gaming at the Vernon, and I'm like, I borrowed Bobo's camera. I think Bobo was there. from SaveHipHop.org. We used to DJ on WICN
cool.
down in Maine South
Yeah.
at the public radio station. And we had a radio show, nighttime radio show, that was basically the only people who listened was in Wistah House, like anyone who was incarcerated.
Right.
So we just played music for everybody who was in the Wistah House.
Yeah.
And so Bobo had his camera, and we're pre-gaming at the Vernon Bar. Of course, we're drinking because it's like, everybody's showing up after 2 a.m. when the restaurant's closed. Free wings, everybody's coming out of the bars. They're all fucking lit up.
Yeah.
And the dude with the leather hat.
Dude, yeah.
The dude with the fucking leather hat.
The leather
right?
hat.
So he was prepared.
So you didn't know that guy?
He got the memo. I had no idea who any of those people were.
That's awesome, dude.
He had some bars ready.
Hell yeah. So fucking, we're at the Vernon. Porky shoves a fucking gigantic pile of mushrooms into my mouth.
Like
I'm
right
like,
before
bro.
filming?
Yeah, like an hour. I'm like, dude. I'm like, we gotta go fucking film this thing. Like, what the hell? It was too late. And I'm not gonna like take mushrooms out of my mouth. That's not who I am as a person.
Right.
So of course I ate every single crumb. So by the time it was time to go walk down the fucking Water Street, I was out of my tits. I was out of my fucking tits.
Time to direct a commercial.
Hey, never look a gift mushroom in the mouth.
Exactly.
So you get there, and there's just like hordes of people waiting for their free wings.
Tons, man. I mean, Porky should be a party promoter. The way he got like everybody there. There was cute girls. There was fucking white kids, black kids, Hispanic kids. I mean, it was just like all of swath of Worcester. Like everybody was there.
That's so sick. Yeah.
It was rad.
Dude, that's
I was
awesome.
saying to Bill too. One of the things that is really funny to me is there are children there, like not one or two. There's like a small group at least of children there. Yeah.
Those are my friends' kids. I can account for that.
Yeah.
Those are my friends' kids who are now like adults, by the way.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And they have the honor of being in the coolest Worcester video of all time. I can't even like the story of how that came to be exceeds even my wildest expectation of what it was going to be. I had a feeling I might have been like pulling teeth getting you to remember anything about it. But oh my God, no, that might be the best Worcester story I've ever heard. That's some.
Oh, there's a lot of good ones. Let me tell you.
That's so. So is Weed Over Worcester still anywhere?
Yeah, it's still on YouTube. It should be on the same channel as the Wings Over Wistah.
Oh, okay, easy. All right, I'm looking that one up too. That's so awesome. Because that song goes hard.
Right
dude.
now.
That's a good song. Like the hook is.
Yeah, it's a bop.
Hook is nice.
It's a bop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bop.
Yeah, one of the things, one of the reasons that I've been sitting on this commercial before it even occurred to me to share it with Bill and bring it onto the podcast for at least a couple of years, and I found it, I loved it, I remembered it from TV, and I showed it to my wife, I've shown it to a couple, everyone. To a person, every single person I've ever shown this to absolutely loves it, loves the song, loves the vibe, remembers it from TV. Or, the thing is, like, you guys created, obviously, artificially, with the flyer handouts, as we now know, you created this, like, massive crowd in there. But that's what Wings Over Worcester was like on, like, a weekend night. Maybe not that many people, but it was, like, a pretty wild scene in there. I never felt like in danger or anything, but like there were just lots of wasted people from all parts of the city, all different, sets of people in the city, and they'd all be in there together, and like sometimes shit would kick off, but mostly it was just really fun to be in there. Like it was actually its own little vibe in there. You're coming out of the bar, everybody's a little toasty or, doing whatever it is that they're doing. And, it was like a fun place to be, to wait around for your food. It was way more fun than anywhere else.
Yeah, there's an energy
like,
in there for sure.
Yeah, and this like really captures it actually.
Al, I'm curious. Have you seen? There's another legendary video from Wings Over Worcester. It was a couple years later, and it's this kid wearing a Hawaiian shirt who beats up like 4 people, and he's just like throwing haymakers outside of the restaurant.
Legendary.
Yeah,
it's legendary. It was on. That went viral a little bit. It was on like
World Star, I think.
World Star. It was on World Star Hip Hop and Reddit. It's on Reddit.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But I think we're skipping over.
Yeah, he was just fucking. He was just like dropping fucking anvils on fools.
Dude,
that was
yeah,
fucking epic.
Crazy. At the end, he like takes his shirt off, like claiming victory. It's so funny, dude. Hawaiian shirt. Crazy.
Oh, he just pounded on those fools, and it's like you can tell it's like cold out, you know.
Yeah.
And he's just out there in a fucking Hawaiian shirt, like.
Dude, he like headbutts a kid. It's crazy.
The thing that I just realized rewatching this, I had seen this before, but I hadn't seen it in a while until Bill brought it up the other day. So I went and found it again. My favorite part of that video is there is a single solo cop in the background, and he's just standing there. He's just watching. Like he knows better than to try to interject in like. He's not going to fuck with this kid until at least like 10 of his buddies are there. So yeah, there is a crowd and a Worcester cop just standing there watching this whole thing in full. He's just like taking in the spectacle.
Yeah, I never noticed the cop before. That's awesome. So, Al, what? I think we skipped past a little bit here. I am curious if you have any memories of what it was like actually directing that commercial on mushrooms, like managing that shit. Like, what were you just bringing people in like shifts to do like takes of the song, or like how did it go down?
I remember that we pulled up, everybody was already there, all fired up, and then I forget the gal's name, but the same gal that kicked us out was, she was like kind of the night manager. She's in the videos, you'll see her. She's super sweet, and I can't remember her name, but she had all the fucking chicken ready to go. There was a ton of chicken trays, and so I went in, and she was like, "How you doing?" I mean, we were just like fucking out of space, kid.
Yeah,
and fucking obviously, and so probably I like. Yeah, we opened the floodgates and we were just rolling tape, and we had like 2 or 3 cameras going, and I was like, I couldn't get high enough. Like I was standing on the table, and I was high as shit, but I meant like elevated enough. Like I was like, so yeah, I was like climbing up, and it was just like kind of a panic, because as soon as we let everybody in, they were just there for the free chicken. So everybody came in and just started fucking wilding out. And then I was like, before they went out, I was like, yo, we're going to I want to get you guys, everybody like in chicken mode. And like, and that's when like the leather hat dude, like the dude who's wearing like the soft with camel hat, and goggles. And then he was like one of the main characters. And then there's this other kid. There was that white guy, and then there was a black dude who was like going off, and the two of them together, right, are like standing next to each other, and you're like, I was like, they don't even know each other. Like, this is just a free chicken-based fucking instant bromance,
Free chicken,
amazing.
A free chicken-based bromance, dude. How often does that happen? You know what I mean? Oh, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's like rare.
They didn't know. So no one in that video really knew anybody.
I don't know. There's a dude outside who's doing like this dance. He's like this big dude. He has a hood on, and he's like a football player from Boston College.
Oh, okay.
And he just like was out there dancing, so we got him. And yeah, I just remember kind of like, you just kind of like watch as these things. I was just watching as these things were happening, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't believe this is happening.
Yeah,
like floating around.
You're rolling the cameras. You're like standing on like the napkin dispensers to try to get higher.
Yeah, and it was a little, it was crazy. There's actually, if you're really into it, if you go to my YouTube page, there's like outtakes from the commercial. So there's like 7 minutes of outtakes.
Oh, shit.
And the weed over Wistah is also on there.
Oh,
I sent you the.
All right, I got a busy night.
I sent you the link. Yeah, I know. They were like, after all that, they were like, okay, you're gonna take the video down, right? You're gonna take the weed video down. I was like, oh yeah. I never fucking took it down.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll take it down tonight.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's already deleted.
That check is cashed.
Dude. Shit. So what did the management think of the commercial? Like what was handing it in like?
I mean, then when I just posted it to YouTube, they loved it. But I don't know. I never really thought anyone. Well, I mean, nobody's really even seen it. I don't think. Like, I don't know. How did you guys find it?
I don't know. Chris found it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how I do a lot of digging around weird old Worcester stuff. If I had to guess, I found it the same way that I searching like old Worcester commercials or something like that. I honestly don't know. I just know that as soon as I saw it, I was like, I have to have this, and I saved it, and I crack it out every once in a while when I think someone will appreciate it. It's just very, it brings me. I was saying to Bill when we talked about this originally, like that period of time for me in Worcester was like a really special one. I moved here in 2004, so I've been here a couple of years, and I was like still very broke, but I had enough money that I could like go out and drink at the Vernon and then go pick up some wings after. I had a car for the first time, and that area down there, this is like, I don't need to tell you, this is when like the Water Street, Green Street area was really kind of popping, Kelly Square, and it was all very organic still. Like the developers hadn't come in yet, and the like niche hospitality restaurants and stuff hadn't come in yet. The area had developed on its kind of organically into this nightlife area, and it was like where everyone wanted to be. And, it was always, just on the right side of sketchy to like, something might happen at any time. You might see the lion shirt guy just like thumping on 10 people outside of, Wigs Over Worcester or something. But yeah, no, it brought me back to a moment in time, that I was, really fond of. But yeah, no, I could not tell you how I found it. I'm looking right now. It's got 6,100 views on YouTube in 18 years. So people have seen it, but like it hasn't been seen a lot,
It's got 6,000, 5,000, or just Chris.
Exactly.
Did it ever like air on like cable access or anything like that, or was it just like a YouTube?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I saw it on TV. I remember seeing it on TV.
No shit, you did?
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, when I found it on YouTube, it was not the first time I'd seen it. I remember seeing it, like I said, air like back to back with the upside down Frankenstein's junkyard commercial or something.
Right,
like,
yeah.
When they would when it was a commercial break for TV and they would slip a couple of those local ads in. This was one of the ones that would show.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's sick.
Yeah,
I've never gotten the visual check.
Oh, I know. Well, you never took down the other video.
Yeah, you could be a freaking, you could be a bajillionaire if you just took down that video.
I ain't taking it down.
No. That's right. That's integrity right there, baby. That's what that is.
Yep.
Yep. Al, have you been back to Worcester recently?
Yeah, I was just there.
Oh, you were? Yeah. What do you have any thoughts on Worcester now versus the Worcester of 2007?
Let's see. It kind of felt the same to me. I mean, I guess there's there's that new shops down on like Kelly Square or whatever.
Yeah.
And they changed the fucking intersection. That's wicked weird to me. That's like, what the fuck, kid?
Peanut.
What?
I hate it.
Yeah, that's really weird. And then, but I still love Wistah. I mean, I love all the public art. And, even when I lived there, I used to paint a lot of murals for the Start on the Street festival. I painted a huge graffiti mural on the side of Leitrim's pub around that in those days. And I did, I probably did like 4 or 5 murals. And I used to also paint freight trains down at Canterbury Street.
Nice.
And, I did that for a long time. Nice. And, what else? I still maintain a bunch of public art in Worcester. So my pops, who still lives in Worcester, has he did all the art on the Elm Park Wayfinder sign, which is on the corner of Park Avenue and Highland Street. Okay. And so we maintain that. We just had to go do some maintenance on it a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, okay, cool.
And
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, if you roll by, you'll see it.
Yeah.
It's like all these different images of Elm Park.
Yeah.
And I have one in the Institute Park that I maintain as well. That's unsolicited. So
where in Institute
if you
Park?
go by, right on the corner of Salisbury Street and Park Avenue. Oh, there's a ladybug. Hello, ladybug. But if you look in the park, you'll see it.
Oh, sick. All right. Well, I drive by there quite a bit, so I'll keep my eyes peeled next time.
Yeah, check it out. It's bird themed.
Sick. Shit. Well,
and if you happen to be on what street is it? Elf Street or whatever, I forget. But the Wistah Historical Museum, I have a huge permanent piece in their collection there. When you walk into the what's it called?
Lobby.
The fucking the lobby or whatever. I painted the doors of the museum.
Oh shit! Okay.
And
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, now the Museum of Worcester, but yeah, it's still there.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I actually I need to go there soon for a research project, so I will be looking out for that. That's awesome. You are you up to anything now that you want to talk about?
Yeah, I'm by trade an artist and a composer, so I'm always doing things. I just got back from Ireland where I recorded an album with a bunch of traditional Irish musicians and Kate Nash, who's an artist from the UK. Okay. So it's her next album. Like I produced and co-wrote the whole thing.
Damn.
It's gonna be sick. It's very Irish centric and but also very punk rock and Riot Girl and it's banging.
Dude, so like the traditional like Irish drum and stuff, like stuff you'd see in a pub.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
Oh yeah. Yep. All the the pipes. We recorded pipes, fiddle, harp, the barin, like you were saying, that drum, singing, the lilting, everything. We did all of that.
Wow.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah. I was just in Ireland like last year and got to see like a real, I don't know what you call it, like a sit-in at a pub. They played this song, Galway to Graceland, and it was special. It was like 3 fiddle players and a guitarist. It was
it's funny, like everybody that I met in Ireland who's a pro musician, they're like, oh, I've been to Wistah.
Yeah, well,
the Hibernian Club. They've been to the Hibernian Club.
Oh yeah, okay.
There's a great Sunday session at the Hibernian once a month. I go a lot. I got to take you over there, Bill.
Yeah,
it's a great time. It's funny you bring that up. I mean, like, this is a place, a thing I didn't really understand about Worcester before I moved here is how much movement there is back and forth between Ireland and Worcester and the Worcester area. Like, I know a lot of people that are dual citizens who go back and forth, who have family there or like live there part of the time, live here part of the time, or their families are here a lot. We really, like, there is a direct connection between the places that exist still today. That's pretty cool.
Damn.
Like the Greyhound pub where we used to place our bets. That was An Coolate is the Irish name of it, and Paul spoke Irish. Yeah, I mean there's a lot of old school, a lot of Irish folks in Wistah.
Yeah. Paul was a legit. He was a legit like from Ireland, I think, dude.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've been there on your trips back, but we have Bolin's now, which is a similar kind of situation. It's a legit Irish bar run by an Irish guy.
It's pretty sick in there. It's on Water Street.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's right. What was that place used to be? It's like right on. You get off
Charlie
the highway.
Surplus. Yeah.
Yeah, get off the highway, go down Harrison Street, and there's that municipal parking lot. It's the building right next to that.
Gertens. There used to be Gertens.
Gertens. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard of Gertens. Actually, speaking of Irish people, Tim Murray tried to get me to go to Gertens last time I saw him. He's like, "We gotta go to Gertens."
There you go.
I think it's closed now, but yeah, he was trying to get me to go drink at Gertens. He's like, "It's the best bar." So I was like, "Shit, all right." Well, Chal, I want to thank you for your time. I don't want to keep you. I'm sure we could stay on here all day talking about random Worcester shit, but
Hey, well, like I was telling you, segments, bro. Fucking, you guys want some Wistah anecdotes?
yes.
I was born in Worcester in 1972, and I fucking grew up there, so I've seen a lot of fucking crazy shit that happened in Worcester.
Dude, you have my number.
And I lived in Kelly Square for a year.
Oh yeah, actually, you know what? If you have a couple of minutes, that was one of my questions that I was going to follow up on, is just asking you what it was like living in the Vernon.
Bro, it was fucking insane. That shit was bananas. It was fucking berserk. I loved it because it was like, at the time, my favorite movie was Barfly. You ever seen that movie? It's a story about fucking. It's about Charles Bukowski. He's in the movie, actually.
Oh,
and it's Mickey Rourke and Faye Dunaway. I forget who directed it. And it's shot in the 80s. Frank Stallone's in it. And fucking Frank Stallone, one day, I'm fucking at the Vernon. I get an email through MySpace. And it's like, hey, it was fucking Frank Stallone emailed me. And he's like, hey, you make some groovy sounds. I was like, what the fuck?
You are blowing my mind right now.
Dude.
You make some groovy sounds.
I did a remix for him of that song.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, for Take Me Back. Woo, Take Me Back.
Yeah.
From like one of the fucking Rocky movies, like Rocky 6.
Damn.
Frank Stallone is he's a bit of a musician in his own right. I have a collection of like mostly B or C tier famous people that I just love watching their internet presence. I watch them like they're animals in a zoo. I don't interact with them. I don't talk to them. I just sort of see what they're doing. And Frank Stallone is one of those and has been for years. He is, he's kind of a big MAGA guy now, and he's always threatening to move out of LA. Yeah, I know. But he's a really interesting dude. So that's very funny that you got to work with him. He seems like he would be an incredibly fun person to be around in person.
Oh, I never got to meet him. I wish I did. But he's on like the fucking Rocky 2, right? He wrote the main theme and sang it for Rocky 2.
Damn.
If you look that one up.
That's crazy.
Frank.
That's crazy. He kept it in the family.
And he's in Barfly. He's like he's the dude who fucking is always fighting Mickey Rourke in Barfly.
Dude.
And so, anyways, that movie, it was just like, it's super decrepit, and there's like this poetic, sadness and, just like fucking shipwreck feel about not just that movie, but like, because in that movie he lives in a residential hotel, which is what the Vernon is. So it's like extremely, it was very on topic. So when I kind of discovered that world up there, and then there's like all these crazy people that lived in there, like I was fascinated by it. And imagine you're on disability and you're an alcoholic, and then downstairs is a fucking bar,
Yeah, right. Yeah. Shit, dude.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Check-
it's I drank with a lot of those guys. I probably drank with you down there, just statistically speaking.
Probably.
But yeah, no, it was funny. You'd be down there. You'd be down there, and like, you could tell who lived there because they'd usually be down there in like their socks and pajamas, or like sometimes they'd just get a little too drunk and fall asleep at the bar. And like, as long as no trouble got caused or anything, that was fine. But yeah, it was a very interesting scene. This is also back when Gansets were $1 a mug.
$1.
So you could roll in like a real hot shot and buy a beer buy a beer for 5 or 6 of your friends and tip the bartender with a $10 bill.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah,
that's right.
And free peanuts.
Yep.
And free peanuts, which they still have to this day.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's classic.
From right on the
How much is a Ganset now?
I think it's
it's
$2.
$2. It's $1.50, $2. Yeah, they finally had to crack around COVID, but they held on as long as they could.
Yeah, thanks, Brandon.
And it's
also
a frosted
always,
mug.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
frosted mug. Yeah.
It also always reminds me of the scene in Blues Brothers where he Jake goes back to the flop house he's in, and the guy yells from the top of the stairs, "Hey, you got my cheese?
You got my cheese whiz, boy."
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. Yeah, you nailed it.
That's very much like the Vernon. That whole thing. It's a hot plate heaven.
Yeah.
I mean, Bob, who owns the Vernon, had just acquired it when I showed up there, and he was very into my idea of making a movie about the place because there's so much fucking history in that building.
Yeah.
There's still hasn't. So that was my intention, was to celebrate, this history, right?
Yeah.
But I got dragged down into the quagmire of the fucking, the bunghole of the Vernon.
Yeah,
and,
you live amongst your subjects of your art for long enough, and you might just become them.
Exactly. I think that kind of did happen to me.
Yeah. I mean, how could it not, right? But shit. Well, it sounds like we're still gonna make that, dude.
So I shot. Okay, well, let's talk about it. So I did shoot a lot, and I interviewed so many fucking people that are just Wistah fucking legends. I just went all out, and I got Captain PJ. I don't know if you know who he is, but he's like a punk rock legend, and he used to be the he was the mascot of the Bay State Bombardiers. It was a CBA team that Dave Callens from Celtics was the coach, and they played at the Wistah Auditorium in the '80s. And Captain PJ would run out in the center of court and like do like this fucking airplane, put his arms out, and he would like fucking crash into the middle of the basketball court, and like everybody would go wild. And but he's like a punk rock. He's one of the guys who invented invented worm sound.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah. Him and LB. I've met them through Brian Goslow, who you may know.
Oh yeah, I love Brian Goslow. That's my guy right there. I love Brian Goslow. What a staple.
Brian and I were neighbors. Yeah, we were neighbors for a long time. Yeah, I lived over where he lives. I mean, Brian, as you probably know, lives in the house he was born in, and he's in his 60s. So yeah, he's lived in the same house literally his entire life. But yeah, I'd go over and just hang out with Brian when I had a few hours to kill, because he was always good for as much time as you had. Bill and I have talked about having him on, and I really want to, but it's like, yeah, you got to have him on in
a segment. Have a fucking Brian Goslow segment.
I know.
And have him call in and be like, dude, give me a 1 minute story a week. He'll call you and he'll tell you some crazy shit. I was just like, dude, we're playing fucking street hockey. He's like, you know where the free street hockey fucking it's near Leominster. And then he drove out there and videoed it and put it on my Instagram. Like, I'm like, this guy. He was the only dude when I had a lot of success in Brazil. He interviewed me for Worcester magazine, and like a lot of the other journalists in Worcester didn't give a shit, and like. Not that I.
Yeah, no, Brian's great. the other thing about Brian, I remember so many times I'd just, go stop over his house. He'd be out in the garden or something. I'd be talking to him and he'd be like, oh yeah, and da-da-da, there was this thing, this band, I was following them through Liverpool in 1976 and whatever. And he'd be like, hold on, like, I got this thing, come on in. And he'd bring you into his house. And Brian, if you ever listen to this, no offense, Brian's house is very well lived in. Like I said, he's lived there his entire life. It's a house he was born in. It's a family house. It's been in his family for like fucking 100 years or something. And so it's full of stuff. If you walked in and you just looked around, you might be like, a hoarder lives here. But it's not. Brian is not a hoarder because he has a place for everything. And he would say, like, oh, yeah, I wrote this thing about that in 1979, or I got this clip from this paper in, 1982. And he'd run upstairs and go dig through, like, some overflowing file cabinets and pull out a folder. And oftentimes he'd hand you his one copy of this thing that he's had for 30 years and be like, yeah, here, take it. Just, like, bring it back when you're done reading it. Great guy.
He's amazing. And he's still, an active journalist, too.
Yeah.
He writes for this art magazine.
It's called
Artscope.
Yeah.
Yep, Artscope. And love Brian Goswell.
Dude,
so you should have him on.
I know. I'll next time I go to Bean Counter,
he's over there.
He's always over there. I'll go. That's where I talk to him.
That's his neighborhood.
I'll bring it up next time I see him over there. Yeah.
Brian Goswell lives right next to the spot where the first professional in baseball complete game shutout was pitched.
Yeah.
So in the 1880s and 1890s, starting in 1879, there was a National League team called the Wistah Wisters, and the Wistah Wisters had they had the best pitcher in baseball. His name was J. Lee Richmond, and he pitched a fucking complete game shutout where Becker Junior College is now. It used to be a fairgrounds over there.
Yeah,
next to the Elm Park. There's a plaque there.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Like a little plaque. Come on, it's the fucking first complete game shutout in fucking Major League Baseball.
Right.
A little plaque. And it's not even really, I think this has always been one of my fucking, just like a qualm with Wistah, where it's like, there's so much history there.
Yeah.
Wistah's been fucking, there's so much history and so many fucking crazy things have happened there. And it's like, you show up and you're like, well, what happened?
Yeah, right.
There's nothing.
Yeah, they're naming streets after like the one city manager ago, when like Emma Goldman's ice cream shop doesn't even have a sign. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and what about Major Taylor?
Right, yeah. Well, he's got a boulevard.
Well, Major Taylor's got a boulevard at least now, but yeah, they were very late to come around on him. To your point, the old agricultural fairground where the first perfect game was ever thrown was also the location of a massive Klan rally where the regular people of Worcester showed up by the hundreds in the 30s during the second resurgence of the Klan and just fucking chased them out of town. We're like, don't let the sun set on you here, and then just fucking clubbed them and threw rocks at them and burned their cars. There's no plaque for that.
No, but there should be. There really should be. But I don't know how many people from Worcester would be psyched about that now. They'd be like, well, things are different now.
Yeah,
it's good people on both sides.
yeah.
Many fine people.
Yeah.
Oh man! All right.
Well, there you go. Look. You don't have to give me the title associate producer, but
we can give
you gotta have fucking. Yeah. Okay. You gotta have a fucking. I'll do a fucking segment. And just have fucking people call up your voicemail and leave like a 1 minute thing. I could tell you a million stories of Worcester fucking stories, just crazy shit. And actually, my lawyer is also from Worcester and operates in Worcester.
Cool.
And dude, one time I went to fucking Pixar, right? So like I worked on some big movies and stuff, like major Hollywood movies and stuff.
Yes,
I worked on some. So like Spider-Man, Spider-Verse, The Hangover, Spider-Verse, Wreck-It Ralph. So when they were asking me to come for Wreck-It Ralph, I went to Pixar in fucking the Valley, and I show up, right? And the dude's named Tom, the music executive, and he's like, where are you from? And I was like, yeah, I'm fucking Worcester. He's like, Worcester? I was like, yeah, did I stutter? Worcester. And he's like, look at this. And he pulled out a fucking scrapbook, and it was all these ticket stubs from the Centrum in the 80s.
Oh,
And it was like fucking AC/DC and fucking Beastie Boys and like all these fucking, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? And he's like, so I'm from Westboro, and what in the 80s he made up a fake magazine, and he would find out who was opening for AC/DC. So it was like Queensryche was opening for AC/DC.
Right.
So he would look up in the magazine and get the management of Queensryche, get their information, and then send them a request for an interview, right? So then they would fucking send him backstage passes, right? And he's just a kid, and it was a fake ass fucking. He never published anything, and he got all these fucking backstage passes and free. And he'd go to Queensryche and be like, so what do you guys like to do? You know, and like they'd be like, fucking get the fuck out of here.
You guys like Taco Bell?
So then he's like, all right, come here. He's like, see Chewbacca on that bookshelf? Pull the Chewbacca head. And the whole bookshelf opens, right? And I walk inside. There's a secret room next to his office in Pixar, right? And it's a fucking imitation version of the fucking roller skating rink from Route 56 in Westboro. Like, they had the fucking snack bar fucking sign, the fucking the whole shit.
It was full like a full replica model.
It was a replica of the roller skating rink from, I forget the name of it. The Skylight is down on in Wistah.
Yeah,
on
R.I.P.
Main Street or whatever.
Yeah.
Was that on Main Street?
Webster Square.
Or Park Avenue.
It's where those two meet. I don't know which one it is.
It was on the end of Park Ave. Yeah, it's unfortunately like a smoke shop now, like everything else in Worcester. But yeah.
And then fucking, so this one on Route 56 is like next to Shrewsbury or whatever. And we used to go out there for fucking demolition derbies in the 80s. Demolition derbies at the Westboro Speedway.
Oh, nice.
On Route 9. But he had to fucking, I'm like, dude, what is this? He's like, that was my favorite place to go when I was a kid, was the roller skating rink. I forget what it was called. I'm sure we can find the name. And he built a miniature rendition of it, like in the wall. Like,
dude,
it was fucking crazy. It was so weird. I was like, this is wicked weird, kid.
Yeah. It's like, are you awesome or a serial killer, or maybe even both?
I'll bring us full circle here, quick towards the end, and just say that I for a couple of years was getting free press passes to all kinds of different shows for a real publication, but one that like I was not actually really working for. I would just get these passes, and the person who would get me the hookup was like, hey, just go take a couple pictures. You're my photographer. I might use them in the magazine. And I got into all these shows for free, and I'd be in the like press pit with a bunch of people with like $15,000 cameras, and I'm in there with like my iPhone 6. Anyway, the person who got me that connection, Brian Goslow.
Damn. There he is.
Brian would be like, hey, you want to go see Fresh Grass for free? I'll get you a press pass. Just like take me a couple pictures on your phone. No worries.
Sick, dude. That's
amazing.
That's a cool move. It's just fucking cool.
Hey, can we keep you like on retainer and just hit you up as a guest every once in a while? Because I feel like we've got a lot more we got to talk about.
Well, we already settled on
Totally, dude.
Executive. What's the title? Executive associate producer.
Associate producer.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. We got it. It's locked in. You're gonna have your own segment. I'm gonna need 5 potential names for the segment by the end of the week. But whenever you want to come on, I would love to.
Well, it's just called Wicked Wistah.
Perfect. All right. Hey.
That's wicked Wistah.
Hey, that's right. Hey, you know what else is wicked Wistah?
What?
No, I don't know. I was just saying, like that's how it opens. That's like the. Oh. That's like. Every
story.
It
is, kid.
Yeah. yeah. It is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. Oh man, you know what else is wicked Wistah is this conversation. This might be the best interview I've ever done in my life. So, thank you so much for coming on the show. And
me too.
Filling in the backstory on that amazing little digital document for like a portrait of time and place. Kelly Square, Worcester, 2007. Gotta love it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I have many more stories that are just all, waiting to be told.
All right. Well, you have my number. Let me know. We usually record on Sundays, so if you have some time on Sundays, call in. But we'll have this one out in a couple of days, so I'm excited for people to hear this. This is gonna be really nice.
Sick. Yeah. Let me know. And Sundays is a little tough because I have fucking kids, and they're fucking. That's the day they go absolutely bananas.
Yeah.
So, but I will prepare some. I'll prepare some more anecdotes.
Yes. Perfect. For Wicked Worcester. You heard it here first. New segment of Outdoor Cats. Wicked Worcester. Al, thank you so much for coming on the show, and I think this is a good place to leave it.
All right, dudes.
All right. Okay.
Thanks,
Al. It's been real.
Yeah. Later.
All right. Chris, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, cool. Yeah, that was fucking sick as fuck.
Did Al jump off?
I think so, yeah. I think he left. It looks like he left. It looks like it's just your name now on the call.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Dude, that is wild. I mean, all of that is wild. But, he's done... his... production discography spans from 1989 to now. Basically, he has done crazy shit. A thing I didn't want to ask him about, because I'm not exactly sure how that story ended, he worked a number of times with Kesha via Dr. Luke, the guy that Kesha wound up having to sue because of all that stuff.
Yeah.
But he worked with Modest Yahoo. He worked with Ariana Grande, Travis Barker, Snoop Dogg. And I was not blowing smoke up his ass. That NASA album is one of my it's one of my favorite albums that I don't know anyone else who knows it.
Yeah, I gotta look that up.
He worked on it. Yeah, I'll send it to you if you want.
Cool.
And I found his YouTube page. I didn't look at it, but definitely the Weed Over Worcester. There's a 10-minute outtakes from the Wings Over Worcester commercial. Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff. That's I know you got to run, but
I got to run.
Fazer moleque, walk like that